in your view, what makes brands truly great? How do you feel or how do you believe they are creating value? And is there any brand you have in your mind that has inspired you throughout your career and that keeps on inspiring you as a learning platform for you and for your teams?
Super. I'm going to begin. Actually, I'm going to flip this over and give you the second question first and then walk through. So when I was thinking about the brand, which not just inspires me, but inspires marketers or inspires consumers across the world, I think one brand that stands out is what I'm going to share. But I'm also going to share the watch out that we have in today's world as brands and marketers on how much responsibility rests on our shoulders to anchor that in every way that the brand comes to life. And the brand I want to call out is Nike. I've personally really loved that brand. I'm both a consumer and a fan. I'm also a fan because I think they've done some amazing work on branding and marketing consistently. So if you look at a piece of advertising from Nike, I think many of us will want to hit a forward button on our phones or a share button on our social media channels because it's very, very powerful and very, very impactful. So I think that's the power of that brand, be it in terms of gamesmanship, sportsmanship, telling a story and bringing it all alive. And that's the beauty of the brand. But what I want to draw our attention to the fact what happened recently, which was in the media with Allyson Felix, the US track and field star, and about certain, let's call it discriminatory practices. And it was all out there in the world and it was being talked about. Now the reality, this is our reality. So as brand builders and marketers, as we craft our brands, we have to build it on a foundation that goes across every single touch point. It's no longer restricted just to communication or advertising or what you say on your own social media handle. But it's about how does the ethos span across the entire ecosystem. I think the second piece on this, which I'd like to call out, is the fact that like human beings, even the brands are to that extent human, and errors and mistakes can happen. And in the digital super connected world, these are going to be out in the public domain. But what does that mean for us as marketers or brand builders? It means that it's so important to build that foundation of trust. So tomorrow, when something goes wrong, the fact that you have stood by something and done it consistently in the manner that is right allows people to forgive you and still stay with you. So I think every investment we do should be to the fact of building that foundation of trust. So in case something does go wrong, people are able to fall back not just on that experience, but a holistic experience to kind of quote unquote forgive you. But having said that, that forgiveness cannot be something that you can keep calling upon. You must also then ensure that you put in the right practices in place that these mistakes don't repeat themselves. And the best way to learn is through others' experiences. Don't always wait for your own. When you see some of these things happening outside to other brands, it's important to reflect on that and go and check back on your own brand, whether everything is all tidied up or there's an opportunity to make something stronger, sharper, etc. So I think in sum total, as I shared, this particular brand experience, it's about how you think of your brand across touch points in the lives of the people it touches, how important it is to build that foundation of trust, because there will be times when things go wrong and you want your brand to stand up and be able to recover from that in a very positive manner, and how it's important to keep your eyes and ears open to everything that's happening around you and learn from others' mistakes and not just your own.